From the heart of the city, straight to your radio. Honest, intimate, real. This is where love gets real and real gets deep. It's not just talk, it's the Love Talk Show. Are you ready? Then let's dive in right now.
If you meet someone amazing at a club, would you take it seriously?
I think it depends. I think if you're both of sound mind, I think if you're both in a place where you're open to that, I think there is that opportunity to take it further.
What if they say they're different outside, but act the same? Do you believe them?
Oh, I think it's then taking someone at face value first, and I think until someone proves they're not loyal or untrustworthy, I think it's taking what they say to account first, and then if things go wrong or you hear things, then it's obviously their character themselves building on that.
If it starts intensely, but ends up hurting you, do you ignore the signs?
I think it depends how deep you are, and I think understanding where you are as a person, and I think once you understand yourself, you can see where you are to take it forward. Like if there are signs are there and you're ignoring it, I think you're having a friendship connection there to help you get through this situation. I think that's important. I think it's understanding yourself. I think if you open to things and you let yourself take advantage of them, I think it's learning from it, and I think that's part of as you go through adulthood and you meet people and you learn from people, and I think that's what it comes down to. I think face to face, I think with all these dating apps or these things online, LinkedIn, and how you meet people, whereas I think to actually get to know someone is actually just to talk to them in person, and I think that's where you build connections. Just talking to somebody face to face is a lot better than on phones and dating apps and all that sort of stuff.
This is the Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
Hello everyone, the Love Talk Show is once again back, and today we are going to talk about this topic, wrong place at the wrong time. You could hear our reporter going outside and asking something related to this. And today, Andrea, we want to talk exactly because sometimes people are at the wrong place at the wrong time.
And they get to know people at the wrong place at the wrong time. Hello everyone, good evening. Always a pleasure being here with you. Always also bringing up a topic under the light of intelligent love. Is there a right place to get to know someone and a right time to get to know someone? That's what we are going to bring up today and to discuss.
You know, Andrea, sometimes people say their partners have changed with time, they have been different, they are reacting different, they were not what they are nowadays. But in today's Love Talk Show, we are going to maybe prove that it's not always like this.
Let's be clear. You don't find commitment in places built for distraction. Wrong place, wrong expectations, wrong result. That's not a coincidence. That's a pattern. That's common sense, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, Quentin always with his wisdom, let's say it. Huh? Reasoning. Well, let's see how it is. Pay attention to the topic introduction and we are going to talk about it.
Swipe. I don't know, does the location feel right? Or does it feel like we're at the wrong place at the wrong time? What's your go-to spot? Is it a bar? Is it a nightclub? Or maybe just a friendly gathering? Or better say, what is your right place for the person that you're looking for? Didn't you know that your environment says a lot about who you are? Do you constantly find yourself getting into the wrong kind of relationships, never compatible and just never up to standard? Because today we'll be talking about how your environments can make a difference in the type of relationships you get into. So stay tuned so you can learn how to be in the right place at the right time to find the right person for you.
This is the Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
And I know that today, more than ever, people believe or they have this conception or misconception in their minds saying that there is no such thing as the right person, as the perfect person. Well, obviously no one is perfect, but the right one for you, yes, you may find the right one. The problem is that sometimes we are trying to find the right person in the wrong place. And I'll give you a very good example, because I think it will make you understand what we are trying to say. A couple found, or they met online on a social platform, and they start talking to each other. They fell in love through the social media. They started dating through social media. They posted these on social media, and they got married, and the marriage was, or the wedding day was broadcasted on their social media. The guests were taking part of the wedding through social media, and they were in love, and was a wonderful story of love, because they couldn't meet in a different way, and social media was the reason for them to be together. Later on, this couple starts having problems. This couple starts fighting. This couple, the relationship starts growing cold. And guess what was the reason? Huh? Can you guess? Social media. They were betrayed by social media. Wrong time, wrong place.
Wrong place. And because sometimes you are led by emotion, sometimes you are, imagine everyone's happy in a party now, different from social media, but we end up reaping the same things sometimes if we don't pay attention, because you are led by emotions in a party, for example, or you go to a wedding party. Nothing wrong about wedding parties, getting married, we do, and we are going to have the marriage celebration, and not by chance next week, so nothing wrong, of course. But then you go to a friend's wedding party, you are there, you are engaging with people, you are dancing, you are drinking, and this starts escalating, and then you get involved with someone at that party, because you know what people say, oh, I want to get to know a friend of a friend in that wedding party, so I will dress up in a nice way to call attention, and then we might call the wrong type of attention and the wrong influence, and we might say drinks, happiness, and everyone is very excited, and then a kiss, another drink, one night stand, and then we end up with our heart broken. It might happen. So
Broken
wrong
because,
time,
yes,
wrong
broken
place.
because the person is expecting something more than a nightstand. The person is expecting some more, how can I say it? A commitment, something serious. And then when a person starts the relationship, sees that he or she spends half of the week going to the bar, going to a nightclub, doing this kind of things.
Going out with friends.
You know, you met the person doing that, but you think that then when you start a relationship with a person, because you are there, it will be different. But you cannot expect something different. If you see this person is already having these old habits, these inclinations, they are having this kind of habits in their lives, and you met them there, there's nothing hidden here. They are telling you what their perspective for life is. I'm not saying that there's no chance for a person to change. I'm not saying, but it will be very difficult, because the inclination this person will have in the future is each moment they are empty, or they are upset, or they are not happy with things as they are, the first thing they are going to do is the same thing what they were doing before, where they were going to before. And then a person feels or says that they feel left behind, because the person is not here, it's not present, is not giving attention. We already have a family, we have children, but wrong time, wrong place. And then because of an emotion, because of something that you felt so good, and you met that person there, and that person was great, everyone was praising this person and admiring this person, and you saw this is a good person for me, and then this is all what this person has to give you. And when you bring this into your house to daily life, sometimes they have nothing else to give you, and this is what you had, this is what you saw, and this is what you have at the moment.
Just to add very quickly, Peter, our production helped us to bring up this question, and it's very interesting. Couples who meet in high arousal environments such as clubs, bars, parties have a 25% higher breakup rate within the first 12 months compared to those who meet through shared interests, for example, church, hobbies, or work. And why is that? Because when we meet someone, for example, in a club, in a bar, for example, I'm not saying, I mentioned wedding parties, but can be anywhere. You don't take time to get to know the person. It's something quick. So when you get to know a person that works with you, that goes to the same places, that have mutual friends, it's more likely for you to get to know the person and for you to engage in a more serious and last relationship.
And by the way, where was the source of this information, Andrea?
Oh yes, we do have the source, Match.com, Singles in America Trend Analysis.
I know that sometimes it's like, my goodness, who is coming now? Huh?
Here she
What
comes.
is Amora saying?
Your soulmate can be anywhere.
Oh,
We
wow.
need to be open, Peter and Andrea, to where or how we will find them. There are things that we can help them change over time. The bad things that happen to others don't mean they will happen to everyone. Also, Quinton, your comment about my scars on the last show wasn't nice. My scars represent my story.
Wow.
Direct
Amora-
message to Quinton.
Amora showing here
colors.
her true colors.
And you know what? Because she doesn't forget. It was on
Yeah,
our
it
last show. It was yesterday, and she didn't forget. She just waited to come and reply back to Quinton.
Well, Amora, in theory, it's very good when we say people can change. But when you find someone knowing, if my wife met me and knows that I like football or I like Formula One, and there was the place that she met me for sure, this will follow me throughout my life. It will be very difficult to set this aside of my life.
Nothing wrong with football or
No,
Formula One.
no, I'm not saying this. But please, don't allow yourself to be deceived by what you want to believe. There's a biblical verse that says, do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. And when we bring this to our love life, we need to pay attention, because whatever we do today, we are going to reap the fruits tomorrow. So be attentive to what we are talking today. Sometimes wrong place at the wrong time can bring bad consequences in the future. But if you think wisely, if you take the decision wisely, if you are prudent, not too prudent to the point of ignoring good opportunities, but you are prudent to the point of knowing what the right step is, yes, you will be able to find the right person.
Hi, Emma. So regarding tonight's service of jealousy, what stood out for you?
What stood out to me the most was to be zealous towards the things of God and to keep myself, to preserve myself, like basically put like a shield over myself, to preserve myself instead of doing the things that I think that are not wrong, which will lead to doing things that are wrong. So to basically protect myself and to have zeal towards the things of God and to do them with effectiveness, not with, slow or things that are not just to be very active with the things of God and to take the things of God seriously.
And regarding jealousy, what was some of the negative things that maybe you thought jealousy was before?
Like the example that Bishop was given, like to have bad eyes towards someone, that when someone has something good, how about the example of the kids, when the other child had a toy and then the other one had to break it. I used to have, bad eyes towards things, especially when I couldn't get them. I'll be angry. I'm like, oh, why do you have them and I don't? So now I understood that instead of being angry because of that reason, you should actually pray for them and determine that you would be the next to have that blessing.
Would you recommend the love therapy to other people?
Absolutely, yes, I will. It does help you spiritually and help you as well in your love life. So it's a great way. It's a great way to, balance your life.
How does it help you spiritually?
It helps me learn how to love myself and love God more before I take the next step of knowing how to love someone else.
Want to experience the love therapy for yourself? Join us every Thursday at 8 p.m. at 232 Seven Sisters Road, Finsbury Park. You'll be inspired.
And obviously it's very nice when we talk about these things, and it seems these things are so obvious sometimes that people, they say it's easy, but when we bring this to the practical side of our life, we see that this is not so easy to put into practice. And that's why the love therapy has been so important for people who are attending it. And it helps them with tools that they will be taking care of themselves. And taking care of themselves, they are taking care of the relationship or a future relationship that may happen. And then, knowing this, they will avoid frustrations, disappointments, because life by itself, it's already very hard. Life by itself has its challenges, its obstacles, and we all know this. And all that we want when we talk about love life is to find a person that is willing to be there next to us and form a team with us. And when we are not finding this, we are searching, we are looking for, but we are going through one disappointment after the other, it can be one of the biggest frustrations ever.
For example, having anxiety or based on emotions, going to search for someone. Sometimes the person is so desperate, and we can talk about this also. We can bring this up. The person is so desperate that they get dressed, ready to go somewhere. Today is the day, I will find someone. So, and the first person or the second person or the person that gives in or starts flirting is that person. And then, of course, because we don't know and we were not in a good emotional status, so we go and we end up reaping not such good fruits. And I was thinking, which good place would be a good place for the person to come and find someone that could help them in becoming the person that they want to be. Yesterday, for example, we had the Singles Hour, and it's a very good place for you to find people that are searching for the same thing as you. Stability, emotional stability, of course, and of course having a stable relationship in the future.
We have the Singles Day, we have the Love Walk that is coming in a couple of months. We have the love therapy. We are talking about the love
week,
therapy.
8 p.m.
Obviously, these are places and obvious others that you can be at the right time, the right place to find the right person. 232 Seven Sisters Road, 5 minutes away from Finsbury Park train station. We have a segment called Dear Love Talk Show, which brings us a question. Let's hear what the question is.
This is the Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio. Real stories, real dilemmas, real solutions. Only on the Dear Love Talk Show.
I sometimes stay in situations that don't feel right. How do I recognize when something is unhealthy before it causes damage?
Well, as usually we say here, this happens because sometimes we are not paying attention to certain signs that are coming. For example, if I'm dating my wife, and today she's my wife, but imagine that we were dating, and I'm already grabbing her by the arm, I'm pulling her, I'm forcing her to come with me. This is already a sign of what I'm going to do in the future. If today I'm telling my wife, Andrea, for us to get well, you can say this. I know it's not completely the truth, but you can say this. For you to be with me, you can say that. You can tell your boss, you can tell your director, you can do this, and you already know signs that this person has an inclination to lie, and the list goes on. So when you say that you sometimes you stay in situations that you don't feel right, you are not feeling right, maybe because you are already seeing signs. We are not here telling you that you have to look for flaws. No, it's not this what we are saying. But sometimes there are things that are visible, and these signs are clear. When you see someone driving and you are next to that person, even if this person says, I have a driver's license, when this person doesn't know how to drive. When the way the person is driving is not secure and can be dangerous for you and for others that are on the road. The same in love life. When you start you understand that you are uncomfortable with certain things. Well, maybe you've seen, you heard, you were witnessing something that it's not good. It doesn't match with your principles. It doesn't match with what you want for the future. So maybe that's the moment you have to ponder, think, look, and decide, well, maybe ahead, what is this, or what can this cause in me or in my life? And then you will know exactly if this is unhealthy and it can cause damage in your life. Andrea, if people have a question, they can email us.
They can email us love@uckg.org, and we are here to reply to your questions. We also have our YouTube account, so if you miss out one of our programs at 10 p.m., so it's good for you to know that you can follow us through our YouTube account, Love Talk Show. And also the Instagram, we have an Instagram page. It's the Love Talk Show Instagram page, and you can also be a follower, like, and comment.
Very difficult to find. Well, we are now getting the end, but before we leave, I would like to remind you about what is going to happen this coming Thursday. We are going to have the marriage celebration. It's a time of the year. We have it every single day, and it will happen
every single year.
Every single year. I'm sorry, once
it would be
a year.
Good every day.
No, it would be good, but it happens once every year, and it will be now on the 30th of April, where couples will get married on the altar, and they will receive the blessing from the altar. Some of these couples are already legally married. Some of these couples, they were already living together for years. Some of these couples, they just got married legally, and they want to receive this blessing from the altar in order for them to start together their lives. And we would like to invite everyone, because a wedding is always a good opportunity for you to learn what can be done in order for you to be the person that you really want to be. Because sometimes we want a person to be in a certain way, but we are not what we are demanding from others. A wedding, when we are in the wedding, and the message that is giving is always giving us the idea, the understanding of what we should be for our partner also to be happy.
Yes, agreeing to agree that a marriage is to become one with each other, and then you will live this life together with the other person and reap the good fruit.
30th of April, 8 p.m. So invite your family, invite your friends, and you can be with us 232 Seven Sisters Road, as I say, 5 minutes away from Finsbury Park train station. May God bless you all. The Love Talk Show comes back tomorrow at 10 p.m. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Pay attention to the 10 reasons why you should take part in the love therapy. 10. Heal from the wounds of past relationships.
It's taught me a lot about love life, like things to avoid, things I need to be careful of, or things about my past that, I shouldn't have gotten into and I can change starting now.
9. Learn about intelligent love.
I didn't really know what love life was, and I didn't know, especially because of like the household that I grew up in, there wasn't very much like relationship, good marriage. So I got invited and I said, let me start coming. So when I started coming and hearing about intelligent love and how God really wants us to love other people, especially our spouse, I started coming more because I wanted to learn how to love within myself and even everything that I learned to put into a relationship with God as well, and then one day in my marriage.
8. Prepare yourself before dating.
It's important to understand that the love therapy seminars are not just to find somebody, but to rebuild ourselves, to understand who we are, and then to, appreciate, to give to others when we know who we are.
7. Become a better husband or wife.
Communication is key. You don't need to blow things inside of you, but you need to talk about them so you can get to a solution, both of you. You agree on the best thing, how to solve that issue.
6. Restore a marriage in crisis.
And what would you say to somebody that doesn't yet attend the love therapy seminars? What are they missing out on?
They're missing out on an opportunity of seeing how blessed a potential relationship could be, or finding a solution to the problem that they currently have in their relationship.
5. Learn to value yourself.
One thing that has always stood out for me coming to the love therapy is the fact of you're not coming here to find someone, but it's mainly focusing on you finding yourself, you learning how to be that man, that woman of God that you have to be, and later down the line, when it's the right time, God will bless you with that right person.
4. Win back a lost love.
What made me start coming and attending consistently is what I was learning was how I can invest in myself first and how I can take that into a relationship. If I don't know how to love myself properly first or invest in myself properly first, how can I invest in another person?
3. Debunk relationship myths.
The biggest thing I've seen change in myself is the way that I see relationships, because before there were just a lot of negative examples around me, and that's how I looked at relationships. I didn't think anything good could come of it. My mentality changed and the way I saw relationships changed.
2. Learn how to choose someone compatible.
I wanted to be in a relationship, but it's like I didn't trust myself that I would be able to find a person who's suitable, or what we'd say is to find the right person, but now I know it's to find someone suitable. I would think maybe, because people used to tell me that, you look like the kind of person who would be abused. You look like you're really gullible, you're really naive, you're very easy to trick. So I kind of thought I would take that into my love life as well, and then I would end up choosing the wrong person, and it made me really close myself off for a lot of years.
1. Bulletproof your relationship.
How would you say it's helped in your relationship? What kind of things do you practice from the love therapy seminars already?
I guess not blaming each other and understanding that we're working as one, we're working together to fight the problem. Sometimes it's very easy to blame the person, you're like this, you're like that, but understanding that we're actually working together, we're not against each other.
The Love Therapy, every Thursday at 8 p.m. at 232 Seven Sisters Road, Finsbury Park, London, N4 3NX. Also at selected locations across the country. You can find out more by calling us on 020 7686 6000.
That's a wrap on today's Love Talk Show, where every conversation brings you closer to intelligent love. We'll be back soon with more love, more truth, and more talk. Until next time, keep practicing intelligent love.